Hey guys, and welcome to part unos, dos, tres of my movie making tutorial. My learning how to use SFM tutorials. They aren't really tutorials, they're actually just me screwing around until I make something that's half decent. So, today, we're gonna kind of not delve too much into SFM. I'm going to move past it a bit. I'm going to be showing you how I do the special effect that I use for YZ50, and that is the changing of the color. So, one thing I just kind of want to tell you guys how I developed the idea. I always liked kind of messing around with layers. I love the layers. You know, what else has layers? Parfait. They also have layers. And so, like, what I found out was that, if you can get two pieces of footage that look the same, overlapping each other, you can mess around with, things. You can transition between the two seamlessly, which is kind of how I did Project Drawn. I had the original, picture, and then I kind of recreated a drawn out picture, and then from that I made a transition into, one picture into another. So my thought next was, how do I make it so that I can make it from one color to the other? Of course, you could always just go. Right. My initial thought was, so I'm going to be using this shot. If you haven't seen my small clip, this is one of the clips I'll be using in the intro. So it's just them running. It's just them running down Badlands. The reason why I chose this shot was that I wanted something that was blue. But shared was kind of a mirror image of the red side in everything but textures. So if we were to go to the red side, you can see that this exact same shot is identical bar the textures. So I can easily just change. You could just record the exact same footage at the exact same camera angle here, and then you'd have an overlap of nearly the exact same kind of area. Or what I thought I could do, I started to mess around with in-game files. So I started to change the textures. So what I realized was that instead of having to find a shot and get to a camera angle that looks exactly the same, I could just use the exact same demo. This is back in TF2 normal. I could use the exact same demo but change the textures so that I play the demo once, I record it in blue. Second time I record it, I will change all the textures on the outside, and when I load it, everything will be red. And what that helps is that the shot camera angle will be exactly the same. All the models will be exactly the same. So the transition will be seamless. So, now all I need to do is figure out how do I change these textures. And so I asked me good friend Decap, and he said if we were to go F11, if we were to go in game, actually I kind of, after messing around a lot with TF2, you kind of mess around with you kind of mess around with all the files in the TF folder. So if we go into the TF folder, we'll go see all the materials and stuff. I'm just hoping that I'm not too laggy now. So if you were to go into the main TF folder, usually you wouldn't have all of the materials and stuff out. They would actually be bundled into your GCF files. So you could easily just extract all the materials from the Team Fortress 2 materials GCF. And so that's what I did. And then when you actually start looking around the materials, let's see if I can find the materials. Here we go. If you go through all the materials, you can actually see that, you know, a lot of the signs around here, a lot of the textures around here, and so you can actually start manipulating the textures. And I just remembered that I used this for my Take Back Mountain video, in which I altered a lot of textures. So let's see if I can. No, don't worry about that. So what we can do now is we just need to find out what these textures are and how do we find them. So let's go back in game. Okay, so how do we find out what these blue textures are? So we have this blue texture here, we have this blue texture here, we have this sign here, same sign here, we have these barrels, we have this weird box thingy, and that's pretty much all that is blue in this scene here. So what I managed to do was I convinced Decap to talk to me, and we found one of the command consoles. If you kind of want to find out what the command console is, you can do what I do sometimes and just open up every single command console possible in Valve games, like here. And what we have is actually, here we go, matte texture list. So what we can do is if we type in plus matte texture list, so plus matte texture list, look, what happens is that a list comes up showing all the textures that are seen in your current scene, and it actually refreshes whenever you move and more textures come about. So you can see that, you know, it loads up textures of the scout skin because we have some scouts around. It's got that. So we got the blue box. Let's see. We have the blue box over here. That box there. The box. That's one. We have a computer wall texture. I think that could correspond to this, or possibly something else. We have this texture here, the concrete wall, which corresponds to this, the white and the blue. And I think we have one more. We have the blue barrels, these blue barrel textures here. So for the majority, those are all the textures we need to mess around with. And of course the sign. So what we can do is we can actually go, you can click on it, you can see the file, you can go open, and it will open up the directory of where this file is. Now I chose a scene where things are identical on either sides, meaning it's the textures that are the same, not different props. So I had a lot of problems. I mean, I wasn't going to go and change like, you know, on one side of Badlands it's metallic, you know, it's metallic here, while on the other side it's actually all made out of wood. Like those, I don't think they're the same textures. I think they're the actual different models in the map, so that doesn't work. So what we have, if we were to go back to our mat list, we go that. Oh yeah, we opened it up. We have welding machine. Look at the welding machine. I did not know that. One. Okay, we open it up. I'm using a program called VTF Edit. So to open it up, so we have the blue welding machine. Now, I'm so sure that there should be... No, wait. Okay, so we have this welding machine. Actually, it's probably easiest if I go for a different texture. Here, we'll go this concrete wall. Actually, it's probably a bit easier. Let's open it up. Let's open up the file location, which is here. So we have concrete wall 11B, which is this white with the blue base. And usually, next to it, you can just try this by actually going to the opposite end of Badlands and checking it out. But the opposite end, concrete 11A, that's just a neutral one. So 11B, 11C is the red one. Cool. So really all we need to do is swap 11B with 11C. So if we were to just so we'll change that later. So just remember, let's just write these down, notepad. So concrete wall 11B becomes concrete wall 11C. We try to do all these at once and not go in and out of the game, because that's just repetitive. We have, look, these barrels. So let's open this up. So it's under, you can find the location here. So this is under models / props Badlands / barrel. So here. So we have the blue barrel, like so. 00 barrel 03 blue. And let's see, this is barrel, see? We have the corresponding one over here. So what we need to change is barrel 03 blue to just barrel 03. What else do we have? We don't actually see any of these signs, so we don't need to worry about that quite yet. I wonder if I wonder what that texture corresponds to. We have the welding machine. I think it's the computer wall. I think it is. So we'll open this up. And let's okay. So I have computer wall 07. Now I'm hoping that the corresponding one is possibly 08. Nope. I think it's 06. No, that's also blue. So we have 07, 06B. No, it's also blue. Okay, so this is where I should probably go to the other side. So I'll just remember that this is 0. Which one is this? 007. Okay, that's easy to remember. So that's 1. We need to change that into something. And we have the first one, welding machine 1, into something. Okay, so we just simply move over to the other side. Yep. Oh, look at my rollout. Absolutely uber. That is why I never played Scout. So yeah, like I said, it's all wood here instead of the metal that is the blue side. Okay, so as you can see, same thing. We got this barrel. This machine. Oh, actually, this machine looks different to the other machine. And there's this texture, is the different one, and that's the other red texture. And oh, we forgot the sign. Okay, never mind. Let's just load up the texture list here. Okay, so close this. So the concrete wall is, yeah, like we said, 11C. We have the computer wall. It's actually 004. So computer wall 004. We have, I wonder where that welding machine is, the equivalent. Oh wait, it's not in our screen, so we can't load it. So here we go. Reminds me of Claptrap from Borderlands. Oh, here we go. Machine 1. Here we go. I'm hoping that that's the same. Props. Oh yeah, welding machine 01, skin 2. Bam. So, underscore skin 2. Yeah, so, okay, there it is. Easy. And we have the sign. Where's the sign? Sign 132. So, let's open that up. So, the other one was sign 131. I remember that. So, like I said, they just correspond to each other. So, the blue sign, there we go. Sign 131. We'll change sign 131 into sign 132. Okay. Easy money. Just need to go to geico.com. Okay. So, that is all we need to change. So let's get out of the game and let's get cracking into changing all the textures. Okay, so let's just get started. So we have welding machine 1. Now, one thing you may want to do is you may just want to completely make a duplicate, just copy and paste and make another materials folder, because it gets confusing as to what you swapped and then things just aren't the same. So you can see from my original TF folder, let's see, that I have 5 different materials folder. I have 3 particle folders. There's a whole bunch of crap, so it's easy just to keep that. Like, instead of having to change each file at once, all you need to do is just change the entire materials folder. So I might just go about and do that actually. Copy paste. Right, there we go. How big is it? The 2.63 gigs. No thanks. Oh god. We'll remember what we changed. So it's all good. So, concrete wall. So the 11B is our blue wall. We want our 11C to become 11B. So I'm just gonna swap them. Oh, whoops. So make this B2. We make this B. I'll just change this to C, just so that all textures are still there. So okay, so we switch these two around. Now we have barrel. So we've changed the concrete wall barrel. So we want to change barrel blue into just barrel 03. So we'll just make that 2. Right, that barrel 03. And barrel 02, 03 here becomes barrel 3 underscore blue. Next we have, I don't know why my computer's so goddamn slow. Alright, computer wall from 007 to 007 to 004. So, shit, do I need to change the VMT? I don't think so. I certainly hope not. If you do, then change the VMT as well. I don't think it should matter too much. Too much extra work for me. I don't want to do that. So we had, wait, what did we just do? We changed 004 into 007, then we changed 000. Okay, so that's now 004. Awesome, we've done that. Next, prop farms, welding skin. So we want to change machine 1 into machine with skin 2. So let's just make that. We just make this. I'm sure there's a faster way of doing this, but I just do whatever works for me. Skin 2. And this one is just machine skin 1. And last but not least, we have the signs. Sign 131 becomes sign 132. So sign 132 becomes sign 131. Sign 1321. So that sign 132 becomes 131, and then 131 becomes 132. So there we go. Everything has been changed. So let us load up Source Filmmaker again. I'll keep all these open just to make sure I can chase up on it again. All the while, make sure you check out Griever TV. I'm making my intro for him and only him. And also check out Oz Fortress. And then check out my YouTube channel. But you are watching this video, which means you are on my YouTube channel. So thank you. Okay, so now you have Source Filmmaker loaded. It just takes a bloody long time for me to load it. Yeah, you guys wouldn't know, but I cut and paste. I waited like 10 minutes for this to load. But for you guys, I cut out that segment. Now, if you want me to get a faster computer, you can donate $1 to Happy Dude at 555. Okay, never mind. So let us open up Badlands again. And fingers crossed, the textures should be all different. They should all be red. So, fingers crossed. Hope you guys have your fingers crossed for me. Because if this doesn't work, I just wasted half an hour of my life. Come on. Alright. Source Filmmaker does take my computer a little while to load. So yeah. My plan is, since I don't think I'll be going through every single stage and all the material changing for each stage. So, my plan is, granary middle. I'm going to change the colors of the crates and all that. I got that fourth point for Badlands, which I'm going to change. Then I'm going to have the last point of gravel pit, in which that big C on top, I'll be changing that color to something different. Ah, look at that. It's all red. And hey, everything is red. Everything is awesome. So, that is a win in my book. So, we've successfully changed what used to be completely blue. Even this thing, I got the texture right, yeah boy, and now it's all red. So I'll just record this out, and next time I'll show you what I'm going to do in After Effects. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ciao.